Hey everybody, welcome back to IP Farms. Well, Andy and Jeff, the hat's out. Pale white pasty edition sleeveless shirt, shorts, and loafers are installed on the pale white mannequin. Sorry for all you guys have to wear sunglasses. It's hot, 85 degrees, sun's blaring. A little bit of a breeze, which makes it bearable, but I think I'm gonna spend a whole lot of time on open station tractor this summer, so why not? Got both tractors running 3000 and 180. I need to put some more tank cleaner in the sprayer. Hopefully you've seen the video on what I did in the fields. Get the corn planter hooked back up to the 180, drag it up here in front of the shop. I think I'm gonna go ahead and remove the fertilized boxes. They serve no purpose, so I can see the units better. Go over everything. We never did get to do that when I did get it out before, get the hydraulic cylinder on it. And I did fail to get in the field with it in the dirt like we talked about. So just make a dry run, make sure everything turns and moves, and go from there. So bring you along for some of it today. Gonna be the beginning of my conventional corn journey as far as getting ready to put seed in the ground. So I'm pretty excited, nervous, a lot of butterflies, but we're gonna put it in the ground and see what grows. Stay tuned. Well, I got this end on. I got to get them plugged in the tractor, run it in a little bit, get that hooked up. I thought I was going to have two long hydraulic lines, but I think I'll just loop them around the jack there and zip tie them, give me enough turning radius. Because normally it would be the bar right across here, the no-till bar with the coulters on it for this planter. And of course we're not using that, so not to say we won't in the future, but brand new hoses, so I'm not going to take them off by any means. But we'll get that situated and run in. Go ahead and take the fertilized boxes off. I think I said that a minute ago. They're not doing anything but taking up space, and they give me a better field of view to my row units. So get those off and see. I mean, they're in really good shape. I mean, there's no tops to them. These are just wooden tops that this guy's dad built, I think. But they're not busted up at all. So anybody needs any white 543 or Oliver fertilized boxes, let me know. The augers aren't in them, I don't think. No. But the tubes and everything are there, so anyway, get to work. Telling you guys, I got a permanent seat on that struggle bus every day. I can't be in two places at one time. Like deja vu with the planter here. Taking bolts out, taking it apart. I got the other side sitting luckily on these pieces. I don't know what they are, but hopefully it won't fall out on me. If it does, at least you guys can tell somebody what happened. Oh, of course it's not going to hold itself now. Hold long enough for me to get out from under here, we'll be good. Cross your fingers. Go. I promise I won't bore you with two of these. At least they're not heavy. Probably be even less awkward if I take the lid off, huh? Yeah, actually that helped a lot, even though I'm not fond of it looking so naked, but once they're down on the ground I can pretty much watch each one. So that worked out. Maybe at some point in time down the road, if I keep it, it might have some liquid tanks on it. Those brackets right there we were talking about earlier, but I don't know. All right, moving on. Well, everything's turning. A little noisy. That's the opener disc there and the scrapers. I think I'm gonna have to do a little bit of adjusting on the row markers, which I know that we're not in worked ground, so I'm not gonna mess with them until let's see, I saw it a while ago. Yeah, there it is, barely. I'm not gonna mess with them until we get it in the field. So once I get it worked up, everything turned under the first time, I'll probably bring it down here and just check the row markers before I put the fertilizer and pre-emerge out and actually put corn in it. But I don't know, that's just the neatest thing to me, guys. I know you all probably laughing your tail off, but never worked anything with row markers on it like that, and I really didn't have any idea how they worked. I mean, I thought honestly when you pulled the rope they flip down, but I mean all that cable system and everything, so you know they go down where they need to be when it's down, and when you get to the end of the field, hit the lever and pick up on it. And that is one thing about the 180 that I do like, is the D10 up and down on the remote hydraulics. So you know I can just pick it up and not worry about it, and know that I'm out of the ground and my row markers are up, and get lined up on the next one. So all right, well, let's head back up to the top. Barn, shop. I'm excited, really excited. This is what is so time consuming with me. My mind. So talked about while we were down in the field about putting it up there on the fender. Well, I didn't like that, couldn't make it work, and too much fabrication, and I'm already behind on everything. So you know what, it's gonna go right here, and it'll actually be in a better field of view as far as keeping up with things than on the side, because if these lights are working, then it's planning as far as the units are turning, so I should be able to watch my row marker ditch and keep myself as straight as possible. But sounds good in theory, doesn't it? Let me drill another hole. Well, there's how it turned out. Pretty good, honestly. Not really in the way of anything. If I don't want to, I don't have to really turn around no longer than my rows are, as long as those lights are working. We're planting, so that'll help out with the turn factor. See, what it is when I have my hand up here and I turn around to look behind, that's what happens. Y'all see that in the wheat. But the only other thing I might do is heat that up with a torch and bend it back a little bit to where the lights are pretty much horizontal now at a 90. Tilt them back just a little bit so I can see them. The gentleman that I got the planter from said they used to have lenses on it, but it was kind of hard to see in the daylight, so they took the lenses off. Because usually, like I said, it's way back there on the tongue of the planter. That's where it was. So I like this pretty good. I'm gonna get it wired up there. I think I'm gonna utilize something that I've already bought. It was a pro tip in a past video, so let me show you that right quick, and probably gonna call it a day. We'll bring you back and get everything wired up. I think this will be the last little bit I'll show you. I'll get all this wired up tomorrow and bring it back and show you how it worked out. If any of you remember the video where the loader broke down on me, I drained the tank, used that little electric pump. I was talking about buying the trailer wiring harness from Harbor Freight. That was a pro tip in that video, Alex. You always end up with a male and female, you know, four connector flat blade trailer plug. So I usually keep those. Well, I need 5 wires. I'll show you in a minute. I've got these little 2-wire connectors, and I thought about just doing 3 of these and, you know, cutting 1 wire, but instead of having that many connection points, we'll just do 2 instead of 3, and that's pretty much tried and true. So I'll run that around here somewhere, keep it up out of the way, and then my wires will probably pretty much follow the hydraulic lines up somewhere right in there, I would say, and then we can unhook and hook the planter. I've got three wires on each side. So I think the grounds are hooked together and it must be hot. I'm not really sure. I got to get back in my book of knowledge here. It's been a while since I messed with limit switches, see exactly how they're working. But it's a pretty cool setup. I think I've showed this before, but there they are, each one on each unit. And it just rides around and hits that grease fit, and actually right there is what causes it to kick up. So I mean, that's definitely some engineering right there to make that work, and I really like it. So I'm gonna call it for this afternoon, like I said, and I'll bring you back tomorrow. We'll just show you what the wiring ended up looking like, and I believe the planter will be ready finally, and we'll just wait and let you see the planter next time in action. Stay tuned, guys. Well, here I am in front of the camera again. Imagine that. We're just gonna call it good on the planter video as far as the prep work. Finish up that plug to get my lights working, and we'll adjust the row markers and stuff in between one of my disc passes on the ground. Today is the minimum for burn down, so we've got 50% chance of rain tomorrow, sprinkles, showers. We had 2 tenths last night, so I'm just going to wait, not work anything until I see how the weather does tomorrow. Had a lot of things that's taken me away from time that I should have been working on: planters, sprayers, tractors, everything else. But you know, it's the way the cookies crumbled this year. It's all going to the same place, so it doesn't matter if I eat it as a whole or eat it crumb by crumb. So that's what we're doing. We're making do with the best we can. So hopefully you've enjoyed it up to this point. It's what I was saying in the filming video that I did, as far as there might be 2-3 videos on it, but I think you've all seen enough of the planter for now, and hopefully the next time you really see it, have to watch it, it'll be putting corn seed in the ground. So I'm going to call this one good and see what happens over the next couple of days. Really appreciate everything, guys. Hope y'all continue to follow on the journey with me and it continues to interest you. And fingers crossed things go well for next week. So until then, thank you.